Hello everybody, this is Spirelli and welcome back. So, we just wanted to talk to the worker. Of course, we should have a barometric analyzer on.
Hey, what's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
Oh man,
What caused it? Did someone mess up, or was there some kind of environmental damage?
Oh, we've had a windy week. An old tree fell down and ripped down a major power line. It's in a tricky spot, and due to how the grid is built up, I can't cut the power safely without affecting half the town.
Sounds like a flawed design. Is that typical for electrical grids these days?
Not really. This power grid is quite old, constructed shortly after the collapse. That meant they had to improvise. They couldn't just clone existing power systems at the time, since those were reliant on service robots with negligible safety concerns. So yeah, now I'm paying the price. The whole thing is riddled with hacks and workarounds, each one more dangerous than the next.
I see. I don't envy such a hazardous work environment. How long will it take you to fix?
Hard to say, but it should be done by tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks.
okay, cool. Also get some background information. Who's he?
Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
Sorry, I clicked out of the game for a second. To town square this then. Because the cursor can just like randomly leave the game and then... Okay, there we go.
All right,
nice.
so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station.
So she means this. Yeah, it also says police station sculpture.
Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in it.
From there?
Looks like a small wind turbine for electricity.
So are we gonna go to every other place first or to the police station? Oh god, it goes north, east, south, west. It's like I have to remember the map. I'm gonna get so
I don't have
lost.
any business in the school.
Oh. Fine. Do you have business in the clinic?
I don't have a reason to enter the clinic right now.
Okay, let's just go to the police station. Fine. How about exploration?
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for their help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Why, thank you.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth, and this here is Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably
Kind of. I thought I
Ah,
was supposed
sorry.
to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention. I assume there are some Bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation. The nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, are we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
Okay.
A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me. A crystal clear lucidity I had never felt before.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
It's a thing that can happen?
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
Okay. Sorry for clicking away. People. Okay. Clicking away the one text. I wanted to just set this up, but I couldn't. Instead, I clicked away in text. I am leaning toward analytical slightly. Okay. Vera's quarters, the doorway, coffee maker. Can make some coffee.
Damn good coffee. It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disk is hollow. Curious. A thermos, presumably filled with coffee. Nah, I have work to do.
Oh, come on. You could sit down. for a
Low
second.
maintenance. My kind of plant.
Oh, I'm a cactus kind of girl too.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordsund Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry, so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordsund, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Okay.
Exactly what kind of power does Town Hall have over the Nordsund police?
Well, there's the elected mayor, Marianne Holst, and the town council with 5 members. Technically, they can't interfere with our work, but they do allocate resources to the police department, so I try to appease them where I can.
So they can't fire you if they disagree with your methods?
No, I'm independently elected, but they certainly have ways of making my life a living hell if they really want to.
Got it. Thanks for the info. One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Pearson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done.
Stina Roth, Maya Strand.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea. I prefer to not dwell on the past.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
I respect her. She's a competent politician. She gets things done, unlike some of the other people on the council. Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful person, but she calls out bullshit when she sees it. When I'm right, she has my back, and when I'm wrong, well, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance for long.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous commissary died. I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas when she comes back to visit.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl, but it's damaged and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
Noted. I'll get back to you about this if I learn more. Did you
Wait, the
know
last
Carl
person.
Askerson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. Haven't talked to Carl myself for many years.
Okay, and let's talk about some other notes. So, what can you tell me about the murder?
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
Oh, thank you. Throw in a little compliment.
Do you know if saffron has grown anywhere in Nordsund?
I think so, yes. There should be someone in town with more information.
Okay, that was not super helpful.
That's
Anything
all I
else?
needed.
Okay.
Very well.
Oh, right, I could show him stuff, right? Sorry,
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
Any idea of what this opens?
Nope. Not a clue.
Do you know who the woman in this picture is?
No idea. Sorry.
Okay, but it is this kind of game
That's
where
all I
I
needed.
should
Very well.
I should go through all the options to really figure out what's going on. I'm still a bit like drawn between just clicking this and knowing what I should look at and trying to figure it out myself, like trying to be like, oh yeah,
A
here's
small local
greenhouse.
greenhouse. A typical site in Nordsund, it seems. I guess Anderson has a colleague. Just lots of case files. A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read. Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there. The window offers a view over a street that connects to the town square.
Let's go back. I can go to my quarters. I will not remember where everything is.
There's a bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful.
Sure, I'll click it on
Looks purely
something.
decorative.
I
Nice
have a
big lemon.
plant.
Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions. Maybe later. I'm not that hungry.
Okay, so I probably also don't want to sleep.
No, I'm not tired.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
Well, this seems like a great place to live. Where else can I go? Doorway?
Unmanned. Makes sense with no people in here.
Okay, these are holding cells.
Empty.
Yeah, I can see that.
Empty.
Will there be people in there
Probably
at
for
some
opening
point?
the cells. I don't...
Oh, I don't want to mess with that, is what she said. I need to slow down my clicking. But I think I can go back on the streets and explore the town some more. Molding resin. I don't think I have a use
A
for
bottle
this
of molding resin. I can use this to cast different shapes. It might also work as a glue.
Okay. Let's continue exploring the town, I guess.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Okay.
An anatomically correct gentleman. Nice, soothing sounds.
Oh, it's soothing. I thought it
Nice
was
spot
annoying.
there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
Robot shop. And we can go in.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Volter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them all.
Hi there. I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right?
Uh,
What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with a set of strings.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Burn.
That's...
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Walter.
You can
It's
even
time for
use
you to
his
do
arm.
less talking and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
I can shoot.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Yeah, friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
Do you know anything about a woman who is seeing Carl Oscarson?
Nope, I hardly even knew the guy.
What's your opinion on Anderson, the police commissary?
Seems like a reasonable man to me. But then again, I tend not to be involved in, crime.
Yeah, right.
Hush, boy.
Giving yourself away.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
A politician? Me and those kinds of people run in quite different circles, to say the least.
What's your opinion on...
A po-
Did you know Maya Strand?
Yep, I worked with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Got it. So, do you have any idea who killed Maya?
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip people to pieces, or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pops calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please. So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic coffee breath?
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display. and I especially love talking to them.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was cramped with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
No clue. Ask Rolf, maybe.
Who's that?
The gardener head honcho. He's usually out and about somewhere in town.
Ah, okay. I'll go look for him later.
Yeah, it makes sense to ask the
I'm off.
gardener.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Whew, I hope I don't
What's
have
up
to...
with the head?
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
The robot head on the table, that is.
Oh, yeah, it keeps coming off. I'll fix it eventually.
Hope I don't have to talk to
Is
him
the
too
big
much
guy in the
anymore.
back your mascot or something?
You mean Ufa? Nah, he's more of a concierge. He's sophisticated like that.
Sure he is.
What does that tube-looking robot do?
That's no robot. It's just my teapot.
Not everything with lights on is a robot, you know. Gee, some people.
Guess that belongs with the head up front. What does the pointy little bot in the back do?
Oh, a bot of many talents. Paperweight, table lamp, pestle, or perhaps a fashionable baton? The only limit is your imagination.
Cool.
What did people use the crab for?
Once upon a time, this was the most popular kitchen model. This fella could take care of any food-related task. Except the handling of shellfish, obviously. Even robots have moral standards.
Nice one.
What does this little guy do?
Clean, like a mean machine.
He doesn't look very mean.
Looks can be deceiving. He's nothing but vicious towards stains, dust, and all of their ilk.
Sounds good. I could use that. Okay, I'm done with this, and I hope I don't have to come back anytime soon. Ben said there.
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason to go up there.
Then let's go back to town square. And north.
I don't think I should go further north for the time being. Sure, Carl's mystery woman likely lives up there, but I need more to go on.
Okay, good. So I don't have to go everywhere and explore everything, but southwest, I guess.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off. Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff. Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts. A neat stack of plates. Matching cutlery is nowhere to be seen.
Who needs cutlery?
A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be. 3 plastic trays. Good number.
That lucky number. Service entrance and balcony. Well, let's talk to him first.
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off.
Okay, so balcony it is. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf, the plant master of
Oh, I'm
Nordsund.
supposed to talk to you.
A plant master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps, perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
A safer town? I can ask him nicely. He can just be like, I'll be your friend, you'd want that. Or can kind of
This
pressure him.
behavior suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
Read you loud and clear, officer.
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police rank.
Whatever you say, agent. Now, two places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road, where's that?
North of the town square. Look for two large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
I guess now we can go north. So Saffron changed into Mimir Road.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Nothing but the talk of the town. That Maya Strand was stabbed by some maniac.
Still
What do you know
relaxed?
about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago. Damn shame.
So tell me about some people.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
That's so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
For a chief of police, he's all right. He's actually fair. Unlike some of his underlings.
How so? You think they're harassing you?
Abso-friggin-lutely. One little mistake, those guys start hounding you night and day.
What do you think of Stina Ruth?
I have no idea who that is.
Fair enough.
Did you know Maya Strand?
A bit. She approached me a few months back about refining edible plants into a nutrient paste. I helped her plant some quality fungi for it, in exchange for a cut of the harvest. Then she got herself killed, so I guess all of that was a waste of time.
That's a morbid way of looking at it.
I guess so. I'm sorry about what happened to her, but I still gotta eat.
What do you think of Walter?
He's kind of a loon, isn't he? And coming from me, that's saying a lot.
Any idea of what this opens?
Not a clue.
Do you know who these people are?
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like Carl Oscarson, but I couldn't say who the woman is.
Okay, I think that's it.
That's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered.
Oh yes, we read that. I was like, did we ever read what was on there? And it's like, yeah, we did. So can we go to the
I think they
service
deliver groceries through there.
Okay. So that's it for this. Oh, I double clicked and she just like shloop. So I went to the canteen instead of southwest. Oh no, I can go south. Ooh. Well, my fear of height is hidden in. So right now this is just a way to pass through. But I assume something will happen here because otherwise why would we have this? Don't walk so close to the edge, oh my god. And here we are again. So from here, the tower edge, yes, it's so. Garden. Did I look at the garden before? Then town square. And I guess we could go north, but I'm gonna do that in the next video.
Nice little garden. Surprised it gets enough sun here.
Yeah. Oh, I can go upstairs.
All right, Maya's place. Let's see if I can find any clues in here.
Okay, I got my scanner. Smart scan, please. I don't know what the order should be. Should I first look with my smart scan and then just try and look normally? I guess I'll just
Some old pre-collapse gadgets, probably for the museum.
use my good old human height.
Looks like a hard and uncomfortable chair. Wouldn't risk falling asleep on the job in that one. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients. It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim. I have no clue what this thing does, but it looks like it could have something to do with processing samples. A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041 Annual Nordstrom Awards, Sebastian Strand. An old relative of Maya's. Looks like various plant samples. Not sure what kind of plants those are. Maybe medicinal? Doesn't look like vegetables anyway.
It's pronounced medicinal. Oh, interesting.
Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway.
Items, question, I got that.
This crude bed looks regularly used.
And then I want to look at the mushrooms I was just
Nice
told
collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind.
So how come? Can I look for his? Like, are they connected somehow? No, I don't think so. Plate shape doesn't make sense. The boot prints, there's no boot prints here or boots. But I can't seem to find anything scannable. Well, I guess I tried.
Maya Strand, age 41, was the first murder victim and the superintendent of the Nordson Museum. Maya, the first murder victim, was brutally stabbed to death in the Nordson Museum by an unknown attacker. I should go examine her body in the morgue.
Okay. So... good morgue. But I don't exactly know where that is. I guess the police station, but I thought I was there. Well, anyway, I think this is it for now, and see you again soon with more of this wonderful game. Thanks for watching.